up? It's Gabriella. Literally, it's Gabriella. Welcome back to my beauty coma, you guys. We got a look for you today. I'm gonna show you how to recreate this. The one iconic, wholesome, badass black sheep character, Klaus Hargreeves. You know, from the Umbrella Academy, one of the best shows ever. If you have not seen the Umbrella Academy, do me a favor, click off this video and go start watching it. It has a killer soundtrack. Like, I can't stop listening to it. On my way to work, on my way home, when I go to the gym, I hear it all the time. And because I love it so much, it's kind of spooky and kind of gritty. I feel like I had to recreate one of the most iconic characters. And I also took some inspiration from drag kings, which are basically, you know, the opposite of drag queens. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe and join this family and ring that bell so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. So let's get loud and let's get wild like Klaus in this house. Hey, that rhymed. Anyways, let's go drink some Chardonnay and get started. Refreshing. By the way, this is fake. Just so you know.
1989, you adopted us all and trained us to fight against the evil world. Called us the Umbrella Academy.
Grab your coats, grab your geeky jewelry, and let's get started. And of course, we're going to be priming our faces, and I clearly am off to a great start. I am using the Revolution Pro Blur Stick Face Primer. I am just rubbing that all over my face so I can lock in all the makeup we're about to apply. So Klaus has a much more fair skin tone than I do, so I'll be mixing both my LA Girl foundation and my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. And I'm using a beauty blender that's already sprayed with setting spray, and I'm just dabbing that all over my skin, covering up everything. Moving on to setting powder, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier pressed powder. This is the best powder ever. You have to buy it. No questions asked. And I'm just using a fluffy brush to apply it on my face. This drop in the music is so good. Sorry, it's a good soundtrack. But you don't want your makeup to slip and slide at this point, so applying powder is a must. Now we are going to be shaping up our face. I'm using my City Color Contour Effects kit, and I'm taking the two darkest shades and I'm applying that on the outline of my forehead to create more shadow. Now to add more masculine facial features, I am actually applying that contour color right in between the bridge of my nose and in between my eyebrows. To make my eyes appear darker, I am taking an eyeshadow brush and my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I am just pushing the eye sockets around my eyes to make them appear more hollow. Since Klaus always looks like he's been in a rough patch, my look is going to reflect that today, especially when it comes to the eyes. Let's get down to business and let's take that same bronzer and contour our face to make our face appear slimmer and our jawline more structured, like a man. Don't forget to bring it down your cheeks. And take that little eyeshadow brush and we are going to contour our nose as well. Now Klaus has very, very thick eyebrows, so we are gonna overemphasize that. I'm just taking any brow pomade of your choice. I'm just using my NYX one, and I'm taking a very detailed nail polish brush, and I am just creating light strokes. Make sure you don't use such a heavy hand. Don't forget to coat your brows with eyebrow gel to keep them in place and last longer. Sometimes you see Klaus in makeup, sometimes you see him in eyeliner, but today I'm gonna go for a more androgynous look. So I'm taking my ColourPop Glowing Coconuts palette, and I'm taking the shade Nutty and applying that on the outer V of my eye to create more depth. Now I'm taking the shade Colada on that same brush and I'm applying it towards the inner hollows of my eyes. Since his eyes are a little bit bigger, I'm trying to emphasize the inner corners as much as possible. Now taking that same shade again, Nutty, and I'm applying that on my lower lash line to deepen and darken the eyes. Klaus always looks exhausted. Now I am just taking a black eyeshadow and using my finger to apply it all over the eyelid for a smoky effect. And don't worry about it being too perfect. We want this to look a little bit more messy than usual. Now I'm just taking an angled fluffy eyeshadow brush and I am just blending out the lower lash line. You want this to look as messy as possible. This part is optional, but after doing a little bit of research, I decided to add a little bit of a pink blush color in the inner corner of my eyes to make them look even more tired. Now here's where it gets fun. We are finally adding the facial hair. This took forever, but let me explain. I actually use eyebrow pomade as a base, so it's going to stick on better and much more thicker. And I wiped it across my thick eyeshadow brush, and I'm lightly starting off with small dabs around my upper lip area to create a mustache shadow. Please make very light strokes and build up as you go. Take your time. There's no rush. To get a more precise finishing effect, I decided to pinch the ends of the eyeshadow brush so I can make the mustache even sharper. And just repeat the same steps for the bottom facial hair. Just make sure you know how to shape it. And yet again, please build up as you go. And to start drawing in the facial hairs, take any black or brown eyeliner and make very light strokes on top of the brow pomade shadow. This is going to give you the definition of having a bunch of facial hair. And just like we did with the shadow, make very light strokes and put it all on top. Now I'm taking, again, my Chocolate Soleil Bronzer by Too Faced, and with a nail detail brush, I am creating Klaus's iconic smile lines around my lips. So Klaus has very big nostrils, and it's very obvious that I don't, so I am taking that Soleil Bronzer color and going around the rims of my nostrils. Now going back in with that contour palette I used earlier, I'm just re-emphasizing those big features. I really want that structured jawline. This part is optional, but I'm extra, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm creating my very own Adam's apple by creating a V-shaped formation underneath my neck and using that same dark chocolate soleil color as the base. And using that remaining on my brush, I'm just emphasizing the jawline. Now I'm taking a black gel liner and laying it right across my eyelid to darken the eyes. A tip I always stress on is not to stretch out the eyelids when applying eyeliner. Just look down at a mirror and line your eyes. I'm also going to be smudging it to create more smokiness. And we're going to be doing the same thing on our lower lash line. To make my eyes seem a little bit bigger, I'm going to be adding bottom mascara to my lower lashes. Use an eyeshadow brush for additional blending if needed. And the final step is to create Klaus's iconic tattoos. He has the Umbrella Academy symbol and the words hello and goodbye on his hands. Now fix up your hair and you're finally Klaus Hargreeves.
Don't get too close. Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna FaceTime my friend Sonia and see what she thinks of this. You ready to get freaked out?
The what?
You ready to be freaked out?
Okay. Oh my god.
When he says it's guys' night. Yeah, I'm still filming right now.
Wait, what are you?
It's Klaus from the Umbrella Academy.
Sorry, look at your hair.
It's just up right now, but yeah.
Are you like doing something with it?
Yeah, I'm filming right now actually.
Oh my god, it looks like that one filter on Snapchat.
It does. You ready to get scared?
Yes. What the fuck? God, that's like really fucking freaky.
But is it like good?
Yeah, I would be pretty freaking out too if I saw you like that.
So I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment below on what you think, what you want me to do next, or anything else you want. Anyways, have an amazing week, you guys. I'll see you next time. My beauty coma is out of here, or Klaus is out of here. See you guys.
A few moments later.
The Klaus is out. I had to, I'm sorry. I'm so tired. Good night.